going on, everyone? I'm excited to finally do my Hoffman's rankings video. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Now that I've tried 25 different bars from Hoffman's, I can finally do an accurate rankings video. I've tried them and tested them all. Of course, there are some bars I still haven't tried, and there are a lot of new bars coming out, such as Road Trip 2 and Dead Hollow. A lot of great bars coming out in the future that I'm excited to try. So obviously we will have more revised rankings videos in the future for Hoffman's, just like we do with any soap company. But we've kind of reached the point now where we are due to have our Hoffman's rankings video. And I've been asked a lot for this. So Hoffman's, I must say, has some of the most unique scents. It's almost hard to compare them to each other, but I definitely have some clear-cut winners here. So we're going to start off with number 25 and work our way up to number 20, or number 1. Number 25 is Burn the Ships, one of the original bars from Hoffman's. This bar is supposed to be kind of a knockoff or replica of an Old Spice scent, and I could definitely see where it comes from. The thing about this, it just has kind of like a funky spice scent to it that I'm not really a big fan of personally. So that's my number 25 bar right there, Burn the Ships. Which is unfortunate because I really wanted to like this bar more, but there's something in it, it doesn't do it for me. Number 24 is Gatsby. Now, Gatsby is actually a great bar, but the only problem for me is very, very floral, and I don't like to wear floral scents personally, but this does smell like fresh flowers and ferns, and he did a really good job making this bar accurate to what you would expect a garden to smell like, but I don't personally like to wear this type of scent ever, so that's why it's so low on my list at number 24. Number 23, kind of still along the floral lines, that's the Dragon. This bar is a little less strong, and it has more of like an apple blossom scent to it, but it's still very, very floral, and it's not quite as strong as Gatsby, but it's very similar, I think. Maybe a slightly sweeter scent. So that is my number 23 bar, the Dragon. Number 22 is a bar that's probably, in my experience, the least powerful or the least strong scent. Probably the weakest scent of them all that I've tried. That's Nectarine Nate. Not really much of a scent at all for me. It does have a slight orange blossom scent, which is actually kind of nice. It's floral, but it does have like an orange orchard type scent to it, but it's very, very faint. So this will end up being my, what are we at now, 22? Yes, my number 22 bar. It's not horrible. It just smells kind of like a floral orange blossom, a little sweet, a little citrus, a little floral. Not the strongest bar, so number 22, Nectarine Nate. Number 21 is another bar that's probably just as weak as Nectarine Nate. That is Space Boy. Space Boy is a root beer scented bar, or a root beer float, I guess you could say. Really not bad. Not super strong. It does get a little stronger in the shower. It's not a bad scent at all. It's just not something I really am going to use all the time either. If I'm going to go with a root beer scented bar, it's going to be Root Beer Barrel from Dapper Yankee. So this bar is number 21 on my list. Number 20, I don't have the box with me, but that is the Cookie Monster bar. And it actually smells really good. It smells like fresh baked cookies, but I don't really get in the habit of trying to make myself smell like a fresh baked cookie. So it's really a cool bar. It's a really, really cool bar, but it's not something I'm going to use very often, if ever. So number 20 is the Cookie Monster. It's less because it's a bad scent and more because it's just not a very useful scent for me, but it does smell really cool. Number 19 is Tut, which is also another bar. I don't have the box with me right now. Tut it's not bad. It has a nice musky scent to it. It's very fresh and clean smelling at the same time, but it's just not my favorite scent personally. But it's not bad. I think this bar actually makes a better shave soap than anything. But as far as bar soap form goes, it's not bad. It's just not my favorite either. So that's my number 19. All right, now we're at number 18 here. This is Alien Skin, one of the craziest branded soaps I've seen in a while. Alien Skin. It's not bad. It's kind of slightly citrusy, slightly floral. A little bit on the fruity side. Not a bad bar. Again, not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's kind of mediocre, I would say. That's my number 18. Number 17 is a bar I actually liked more before I tried it. That is Rio Grande. Out of the box, it has a really nice cologne scent to it. It actually smells really, really good outside the box. But once you use it in the shower, it just became too strong and too fragrancy for me. It went from smelling like a more cologne version of Wood Barrel Bourbon to just like some really highly concentrated fragrance. So this one is kind of middle of the pack, honestly. It's not bad, but it can be a lot to handle at times. So that's my number 17. Number 16. Number 16 is going to be Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories, it's actually not too bad. It's kind of a nice relaxing scent. It does kind of smell like a nice foggy, misty night in the woods around the campfire. It's not really smoky, but this one's grown on me a lot. I know I said it's number 16, but it's really not bad. It is a little bit on the floral side, but it has some of that leather to balance it out. It's a little more deep of a scent, and this one has grown on me, this Ghost Stories bar. It does have a very nice, creepy vibe to it, and I think it's worth checking out, especially this time of year. Yeah, not a bad bar. Even though it's at number 16, I do like this one quite a bit. Number 15 is going to be Bushido here. This bar, it's nice. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of floral. You get a little bit of applewood in here. You get a little bit of, just a little bit of everything. And yeah, it has a nice sweet fragrance to it. A little bit of sweetness here. A little woodsy, but not too much. It's very well balanced. So that's my number 15. That's Bushido. Number 14 is a wacky, crazy bar. I love the packaging. This is one of my favorite packagings for Hoffman soap, this Railroad to Nowhere. That's honestly the reason I bought this bar in the first place. And if he ever starts selling prints and artwork from his boxes, I would just buy this and put it on the wall. This bar is crazy. What did I say, Matt? Number 15 now? This bar smells like a lemon head candy on steroids. It might be a little overpowering at times, but it does smell nice. It's a crazy bar, just like the packaging. So my number 15 right there, Railroad to Nowhere. Number 14, we're starting to get into these really good bars now. Number 14 is Snake Mountain. Now, I've never been a fan of campfire type scents, but I would have to say Snake Mountain is one of the best ones out there. It has a very nice smoky scent to it, but it also has a good amount of woodsy notes to kind of balance out the smoke. I think this is really, really well done as far as the campfire woodsy scent goes, and I do enjoy this, even though I'm not a big fan of smoky scents. This one is very, very well balanced. Very well balanced. So it's definitely worth trying here. That is Snake Mountain. I think I said that was number 14. Number 13, we have Weathered. This bar is nice. It was like kind of a nice, fresh, clean, sporty cologne scent. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, it was like a fresh, clean, sporty, cool cologne scent. Very cool, very fresh. Not too overpowering, but strong enough to smell. So this was leather. You had a little lavender in there, a little bamboo. Very, very nice bar. Number 13. Number 12, another bar that's grown on me quite a bit. That is The Great Escape. This bar, it has a nice sweetness to it. You can really smell the honey scent in here, and the vanilla, the tobacco kind of balance each other out with the bitterness and the sweetness. But this bar has really grown on me. It's a nice bar. It's a nice complex scent. It's just like a very sophisticated type of bar here. And this one makes a good shave soap as well, for sure. So that was number 12. I think that was number 12. Number 11, this is the bar. This is the one I said will knock you out and pick you back up just to do it all over again. This is the powerhouse right here. This is Fool's Mate. This bar, and I finally figured out what I think it smells like. It does have a nice smoky scent. It's a very deep, rich scent, but I think it smells a lot like the charcoal I use for grilling, and that is the hickory charcoal, the smoked hickory charcoal. That's a lot of what it smells like. This one does have a little bit of burnt maple as well, but it definitely smells similar to the charcoal I use, and that's a good thing. That's a compliment. Fool's Mate, it's a crazy bar. It's a powerhouse. That's number 11 here. All right, we are in the top 10 now. So, actually, I think I miscounted. I think Fool's Mate was actually number 10. Somewhere along this video, you're like telling me that I doubled up on a number or something. I think that was number 10, because I think Fool's Mate was supposed to be number 10. So this should be number 9 then. Yeah, I definitely miscounted. All right, so the Fool's Mate was number 10, so we have cracked the top 10. Number 9, the Bayou. This is a nice bar. It has a nice citrusy splash bar. It smells kind of like orange juice. You get a little lime in there as well. And then as you shower with it, you get kind of like a spice scent with the pepper flakes. It's not like a bad spice. It's like a good... It's not too peppery. It's like a nice spice mixed with the citrus. It works really, really well. The Bayou, it's a surprisingly really, really good bar. I say surprisingly because when you hear the Bayou, you don't really know what to expect. Kind of like Swamp Dweller from Suzy Bear. That doesn't sound like a good smelling soap, but this really is a good smelling soap here. So that's my number 9, the Bayou. Number 8, a really nice cologne scent, which also makes a great cologne, or EDP, whatever they're called, from Hoffman's. The Phantom 309 bar here. Just a very nice, deep, complex cologne scent with a little bit of sweetness in here. Lavender, cypress, sandalwood. Really, really great scent. Phantom 309. That's my number 8. That's another one that makes a great shave soap as well. Number 7. Number 7 is not a bar I expected to like, but I love it. That is Affogato, the Italian dessert. This smells kind of like a coffee or espresso, but it smells so good. I should probably have it even higher than number 7. It is outstanding. It smells like coffee, sugar, vanilla cream. It is fantastic, and your bathroom will smell amazing the whole time you're using this. This just is it's a great air freshener. It's a great soap. I'm not usually the biggest fan of food-based scents, but this one is amazing. Affogato, number 7. Definitely an awesome bar you should all try if you want to get hooked on Hoffman's. All right, we are into number 6 now. Number 6, the Jersey Devil. This bar I almost want to say is a cross between Affogato and Monte Cristo's Revenge, and maybe a little bit of The Great Escape. This bar has tonka bean and vanilla, and then you also get some musk in here as well. It's like very, very... I was not even around in... I was born in 1999, all right? I was not around in the 40s or 50s, but I could just imagine that this is what like a shop would smell like in the 40s or 50s. It has such a nice, sophisticated scent to it. It has a little sweet, a little musk, a little cologne, a little coffee. It just smells amazing. You have to try it to know what it smells like, but the Jersey Devil is another bar I would really recommend you guys try. It's grown on me a lot. This bar might end up in my top 5 eventually, but right now it's number 6, the Jersey Devil. Just a fantastic bar, one of my favorites out there. Now we're in the top 5. Number 5 is, here it is, Monte Cristo's Revenge. This bar, I really need to get this in the cologne version because that's what this is. Just an amazing cologne. A little bitter, but it has a little bit of a floral side to balance it out with the violet. Smells amazing, but it really just smells like a really a really great cologne. Very manly, very masculine, but very fresh too. It's not going to overpower you, but it's going to last a while. Monte Cristo's Revenge. That's my number 5 bar. Number 4. Number 4 is Dogfight. And this is just an awesome scent. I cannot wait to get this in candle form, along with another one that I'll mention later. But Dogfight. This, I would say, really smells like Christmas. It has an amazing balsam fir, blue spruce, and juniper berry. Some of my favorite scents all mixed together. It smells like Christmas time in a box. Just a great bar. Yeah, it's a great bar. Dogfight. By the name, you might not know what to expect, but this is definitely an amazing bar. Very underrated. We are in the top 3 now. Number 3 is Road Trip. Road Trip is a wild, crazy bar. I didn't know what to expect from this one. I cannot wait for Road Trip too. This one is great. The cherry and the banana just work so well together. The coconut. I can't wait for Road Trip 2, especially because it's going to be featuring banana even more, which I think is great. But this bar was amazing. My number 3 bar. And it lasted a long time in the shower. The scent did. Just a great bar all around. My top 1 and 2 are very, very tough. But number 2, this is the other bar that I said I couldn't wait to get the candle version of. That is Red Hollow. One of my favorite fall-scented, fall-themed bars of all time. This bar smells like fresh red apple mixed with caramel and maple. And it just smells like fall. It smells amazing. It smells authentic. It smells natural. And you have to try Red Hollow. I've never heard anyone say they didn't care for Red Hollow. Everyone that's tried it, so that, as far as I know, has loved this bar. So absolutely get Red Hollow. And that leaves number 1. Number 1, this scent I actually got in a shave soap before I got in the bar form. And I do plan on buying the cologne version of this because technically it is a replica of another cologne that's out there, which I also have not tried. That is going to be the Superfly bar. I bought it because of the label. I just thought it looked really cool. I thought it sounded great. This is a replica or a duplicate type kind of bar of the Fahrenheit cologne. But I don't even need to try the Fahrenheit because this is good enough for me. This Superfly scent, I don't even know how to describe it. It has a little spice to it, but it's very kind of sweet. Just kind of, it's so warm and relaxing. It smells so good. Kind of like a nice cologne, but not bitter at all. Superfly, it's super smooth. I love this scent 100%. Cannot wait to use it in this form. I already have the shave soap, and the cologne will be the next thing I get for this scent. Absolutely love this. If you have not tried Superfly, you need to try this before it's gone. You have to try Superfly. My number 1 recommendation. Superfly is amazing. It's just so good. And it looks so cool too. Look at that packaging. Look at that bar. You have to try Superfly. That wraps it up. That's my Hoffman's rankings list. Can't wait to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, and there will be more videos to come.